Before you place a service call to have your air conditioner repaired, try these 4 simple DIY steps to see if you can save money on an expensive service call. Step 1. First, start at your thermostat. It's the brains of the operation. It literally tells your air conditioning system when to turn on and when to turn off. There are normally 2 sets of setting or switch options on your thermostat. The first is the system switch. Make sure it's set to cool, then turn the setting down at least 2 to 4 degrees below the actual room temperature. Your system should start within about 5 minutes or less. The second is the fan switch. It's normally set to auto. If your system does not start within 5 minutes, go ahead and make sure it's set to on for testing purposes. Once you have the fan switch in on, go over and see if there is air blowing out of your vents. If air is flowing, that means the indoor section of your system has power to be able to run. If air is not flowing, that's a good indicator of a problem with your indoor furnace or air handler. If you have a programmable style thermostat, it may be battery powered. So check on the battery, replace the batteries, then repeat step 1. Step 2. Next, confirm all your service switches are turned on. Somewhere in the vicinity of your furnace or air handler, typically at the wall or stairs leading to the unit's location, there is an emergency service switch. Often the switch cover plate will be red in color and could even say emergency service switch, but not always. It looks similar to a light switch that you can flip up or down. And like a light switch, up means on and down means off. Step 3. Check your breakers. This is where all the electrical circuits in your house are controlled from, usually a box with a gray metal cover to conceal all the individual breakers. If you have a gas or oil furnace, you're looking for single pole breakers, either 15 or 20 amp size. There's a little number on the breaker itself. If you have an air handler or hydro air unit, you are usually looking for a double pole breaker, which is twice as wide as a single pole. Normally, it's a 20 amp size, but not always. Your AC breaker will also be a double pole breaker, usually between 30 to 60 amp size. Keep in mind, the breakers may or may not be marked on the inside cover of your breaker box. Once you identify the correct breakers, you can reset them by turning them all the way off, then all the way back on. Looking at the panel itself, there will be 2 rows of breakers, left and right. To reset a breaker on the left row, flip it all the way to the left, then back all the way to the right. To reset a breaker on the right row, flip it all the way right, then back all the way left. If the breaker feels like it's somewhere in the middle, not all the way left or right, it's probably tripped and could be the culprit of your no AC problem. Step 4. Make sure your outdoor disconnect is on. Outside, near your air conditioner, usually somewhere on the exterior wall of your home, is normally a gray or black box with a wire coming out of the bottom of it, connecting to your AC unit. This is called a service disconnect. There are 2 styles, one with an exposed handle and one with a pull-out handle inside the cover. If yours has the handle exposed, make sure it is all the way in the up position, which is the on position. If you have the pull-out style, open the cover and make sure the disconnect is pushed all the way in, nice and tight. If you've followed these 4 steps and your AC still doesn't run, you probably need a professional AC service call. To help expedite the repair process and save you money, be sure to share what you found during these 4 DIY steps, as well as any other observations, including if the fan on the outdoor unit was running. If you want to know more, contact the Home Solutions experts at Climate Partners for all your home comfort and energy needs.